Hi everybody, welcome back to the new season of the K9 Corner. I'm your host this year, Ariel Cruz, and in the kennel we have Maddox Thomas and Josie Holmes. We are going to be talking about some amazing topics that everybody loves to hear about, starting off with Justin Bieber, my man, the winning and losing games of the NFL, and the fall play that'll be put on here at the high school. And we have a special guest on this episode today, our biggest D1 yapper or hater, depending on who you are. But before we do any of that, we're going to cut to a commercial brought to you by people in our studio.
Clicking and tapping. Teachers, are your students being menaces to society just like this? Well, now introducing brand new fidget toy. Now look at these kids having so much fun with our brand new fidget toys.
We're going to talk about my man, Justin Bieber, who came as a huge surprise to many believers around the world that he was going to be dropping not one, but a second album. Then he came out with the even bigger surprise saying that he's headlining at day 2 of Coachella with Sabrina Carpenter on the first day, with other big names like Karol G on the 3rd day, along with Sexy Red, Central C, and a whole bunch of amazing other artists like Givon and many, many more. But that's enough from me. Let's talk to Maddox about the NFL.
What is up, dogs? Over the weekend, the Colts played the Rams, and Indiana Jones finally lost. He's not going to go, 17-0? Is that how many games they were in the regular season? I don't even know anymore. But
it would have been 4-0.
Yeah, well, they were undefeated, so, they were hoping to go 17-0.
Right.
But they can't do that because they lost.
I heard.
But it's not his fault because he had 262 yards and a touchdown. It's his wide receiver's fault for dropping the ball dropping the ball on the 1-yard line and kicking it out the back of the end zone, so the Rams got it again. And then he got a holding call on a touchdown that would have tied the game. So they probably would have won that if he wasn't playing. It's all that guy's fault going.
You think you could do better, Maddox?
I know I could.
All right.
That was embarrassing.
Okay. Josie, you would like to talk to us about the fall play?
Yeah. Hey dogs, today we'll be talking about the new fall play coming up October 23rd, 24th, and 25th. This play is locally written, and Frankfort High School will be the first ones to be doing it. The play is called Don't Give Up Because. It's about a young woman who falls in love with a wealthy man and fakes being wealthy so that he doesn't think she's just after him for his money. So if you're interested, it's $5 for students and $10 for adults. So show up October 23rd, 24th, and 25th at 7 o'clock for an awesome show.
Now, Josie, you're in the play this year, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like it's coming together, wrapping up real well?
Maybe.
Yeah? I'm
Yeah.
excited to see it. I'm excited to see everybody that's in the play. You guys, Mr. Taylor does an amazing job every year putting on the play and the musical, so I'm so excited to see it. Maddox, are you going?
Am I going? I am. I'm going to probably go to all 3 days.
All 3? Okay. Now we have now the segment is where we have our biggest yapper in the school, Mr. Carter Atkins.
Oh, this is my cue? Oh. Hi. Hi. Who are you? What's your
Ariel?
name?
What's your name?
I've never met you before.
Oh, okay.
I've never met her before.
Okay.
I've never met her before. Wait, I want to sit here. Remember?
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever you would like. So, before we get started, we are going to cut to our...
Nice to meet you. Who are you?
I'm Josie.
Matisse?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Before we continue, we're going to cut to our second commercial, brought to you by more people here in our studio.
Looking for a sweet, delightful treat? Decca has you covered. Decca has 4 cookies to choose from: chocolate chip, M&M, Snickerdoodle, and the best one of all, double fudge. For just $2, you can purchase one of these 4 cookies on the available days. Or if you have a cookie card, you can buy 5, get 1 free for $10. For more information, please check out the hot dog chatter sent through your email to see full details, or check out Decca's social media pages. Stop on in and get your Decca cookies today.
All right, welcome back. Now we are going to talk to Mr. Atkins. Now, when you graduated from your college, you were awarded the Most Outstanding Future Educator Award. Do you feel like you have done your duty to fulfill that role?
I think I'm doing the best that I can. I mean, I don't think I'm doing like the best out of anyone, but when
Yeah.
you want to be an educator, right, you have to have the belief that there's always room for self-improvement. So no matter whether I am in the classroom having a good day, bad day, having an okay day, the whole idea behind being an educator and me getting that award was the belief that you're in there, you're trying as hard as you can, and you're willing to accept your mistakes and work with them. Because everyone makes mistakes. I made a mistake this morning, and I'm willing to be like, hey, I messed up, my bad. But you move on from it, and you're able to grow from it, and that's the whole idea.
I mean, I think you do an amazing job as a teacher, but do you have any advice to give to somebody who wants to be a future educator?
Well, thank you for calling me an amazing teacher. I'm glad that the 20 bucks I gave you to say that really did work. So when you want to be a future educator, right, that you can't have the belief that this is going to be the end all be all. Like you're going to reach some point to where you're saying, okay, I did a really good job. That's the end of the day, right? But if you go home believing, okay, I did the best that I can, how can I improve myself the next day somehow? It may be something small. It may be something to where it's like, all right, I'm going to change my lesson just a little bit because someone didn't get it. Or maybe I'm going to have a conversation with a student in the hallway about expectations. Maybe it's a conversation about how well they're doing. The main thing is that if you want to be an educator, the whole idea is what can you do to improve yourself a little bit every day? And how can you form that connection with your students so they know that you are improving yourself so they can also improve themselves? Because, like with anyone, if I'm having a bad day, you're probably going to feel that in some way if you care about that person.
Yes.
How do you care about them? By forming that connection with them.
Okay. And now I think that in your classroom, you very much so, because I've had you as a student, you very much go from each table to table, and you always have somebody that you are talking to and having a good conversation with. And I feel like you are very easy to make connections with. But yeah.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it's not easy to learn that skill
Yeah.
because you have to have that initial connection with them. So for some of my students, like I've had Maddox, I've had Josie in class. If I were to have them right now, we can go right off the bat. We can just start messing around, having some fun, but also learning at the same time.
Of course.
So, I mean, it's with anything. You have to have that initial conversation with someone, and you have to be willing to put yourself out there. And for a lot of people, I mean, being an adult, being a child, being a teenager, everyone has the same thought. It's scary to talk to people, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even right now, it's scary to talk to me because you don't know me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we know enough of each other and you know enough of me to be like, all right, let's see what this guy has to say.
Yeah.
I mean, even today during homeroom, I had a student come in and we were just working on some math. We had a little conversation about it, and right afterwards, at the end, she's like, thank you. I'm like, maybe she was just saying thank you because she wanted to get her quiz done. But maybe it's more of we had a conversation and we were able to improve on ourselves from that time, right?
Right.
Because it's all about self-improvement. That's what we talk about all the time. At the end of the day, either you're going to be learning calculus and you're going to be learning how to do a derivative, all these integrals, and you're like, what does that even mean? You're going to be learning pre-calc with me. Or you're going to be doing algebra 2, algebra 1, geometry. At the end of the day, you're not going to go out into the world and say, I'm going to do this really high-level math concept when I'm going to the grocery store, right?
Right.
You are quite literally learning how to be a problem solver. So, no, I don't expect you to go out into the world and say, well, where are all these rectangles? Where am I going to fit that?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to go out into the world and say, how can I best approach a problem? Because that's the whole point. And
Right.
that's where you have those conversations with kids about that, and you have to make them realize you're going to do the best that you can in this context. I just want you to take out of that, what can I do to make you the best version of yourself? And that's with problem solving, and that's why, like, it's the scientific method, right?
Yeah, of course.
How do you improve? How do you improve? How do you improve? How can I get there? And that's what a lot of kids need, is that conversation of how can I be the best version of myself?
Okay. No, I think that's amazing of what you just said. We are going to have Maddox talk to you.
We've been told from people that we've asked about you that you are very active, you like to run, you like to work out, right? When you work out, do you have like a specific routine that you like to do, or do you just do
I
whatever?
mean, we usually keep to a pretty strict schedule. Dudfit Incorporated, if you don't know what that is. Dudfit LLC, sometimes to some. We usually work out in the weight room Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays sometimes. I've been pretty busy, so I've been missing a couple days. So I've been demoted in my membership status. I was a gold member for a while. Now I'm silver. I'm not sure if that's going to be like something bad in the future. Mr. Deli, he has not explained to me that yet. But and then we run Tuesdays, Thursdays, and then just on your own time. So I've been trying to run a little bit more on my own time when I can, but sometimes it's kind of hard to fit it in just with everything I got going on.
Yeah, it's school starting up. It has gotten pretty busy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Josie, would you like to go?
Yeah. So we've established that you like to run and you like to work out. How do you get up in the morning and make it to school at a reasonable time and still have that energy to go throughout your day?
Well, that depends, Josie. Some people drink coffee. Some people are just motivated to get up in the morning and then they fall asleep really early at night. Some people have like 2 cinnamon rolls to start their day. Sometimes I do all 3 of those. But how do I stay motivated? Well, one, it's just about like energy. Like, what are you going to bring into there? If you're going to walk into a room and say, well, today's a bad day, guys. I don't want to do it. Well, then you're going to feel really bad all day. But if you're going to be like, all right, well, I'm really tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep, but I'm going to go out there and get it done. You're probably going to feel a little bit more motivated.
Yeah.
Especially if you have 2 cinnamon rolls, sometimes 3. I've never done that. Not like this morning. Okay, I did it.
Love
Oh,
cinnamon. Love
okay.
cinnamon.
Okay, I might have done it.
What time do you usually go to bed and what time do you usually wake up?
I mean, usually I have to wake up around like 4-ish in the morning. Sometimes 3:30 if I'm feeling real jazzed up, ready to go. And then when I go to bed, I mean, usually it's been around like 8 to 9. So I don't get a lot of sleep during the week. Weekends, I definitely get a lot more. But it's all about that, as some people say, that alpha mindset. As
Okay.
you kids say, alphas.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay. Now we're gonna have the Fast Five segment that the kennel will explain to you.
So the Fast Five is a series of questions in 25 seconds, which is 5 questions. And you have to answer them
Yeah,
fast.
You gotta answer them as fast as possible.
So as soon as we say it, you gotta answer. You just gotta keep going.
Okay.
First
Okay.
thing you think
This is the
of.
first one.
Is this about like the movie Fast Five?
Sure.
I didn't even.
If that's what you want to think.
Please,
It's not.
please
but
no. I
it's-
don't.
it's
I
not.
don't
I'm
like
kidding.
the franchise.
Okay, I'm gonna start.
Okay.
Okay, what's your favorite animal?
Dog.
What's your favorite TV show or movie?
It's a Wonderful Life.
If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Pizza.
How much could you bench in high school?
Oh Jesus. Probably 100 pounds.
The beach or the mountains?
Mountains.
Okay.
All right.
Did I do it?
Yeah, you did it.
Okay, great. Do I get a prize?
You
Yes.
What's
Get a
the
Your
handshake.
prize is we are going to address the rumors we've heard about you.
Oh.
Yes.
From Mr.
So-
from Mr. Taylor.
Josie will explain what that is to you.
It's a new segment that we have. It's a true or false. And we were going to be addressing the rumors we've heard about you throughout the school and what people have said.
There are 6 of them.
But just so you know, Eli, if you said any rumors, bro. On site, bro. On site. Anyways, go on.
Maddox?
Okay, so the first one is that you once placed 3rd in a Dungeons and Dragons tournament in Atlantic City.
Okay, so first off, the rule of Atlantic City is that you don't talk about Atlantic City, right? That is false, though.
Okay. You
But
have.
I will say, don't talk about Atlantic City.
Oh, why not?
I can't tell you.
Oh, okay.
If
It's
you know,
not.
you know.
We're not in Atlantic City.
Cool.
If you know,
okay.
you know.
You have never built a snowman.
That is very true. Never built a snowman. Actually, I don't even know. Like, honestly, when I listened to the song from Frozen, "Do you want to build a snowman?" I said, "What is that?" Like, I didn't
You
even.
never built a snowman.
That's
I've never
insane.
built a snowman. Yeah.
No, that's actually.
And I lived I
weird.
lived near Chicago growing up. I mean, there's a lot of snow.
Yeah, that's
Never
great.
built a snowman.
You once convinced a class of 4th graders that the sky is green.
Yeah, that was really funny. Like, no, I did. Like, it was really funny. No, I really did convince like a group of 4th graders. So I did a summer reading program, basically, right? And I was just in there helping the teacher. And, you know, we got to know each other, all that, and they knew my name. And I said, "Did you know the sky is actually green?" And they're like, "Why is that?" I'm like, "Well, you know, it reflects from the ground, and the ground, like, there's a lot of grass, right?" They're like, "Oh, that's so awesome." I'm like, "Did you know, actually, that you could probably reflect yourself up there?" Now, granted, I did get a few parents who talked to me about it, and apparently you're not supposed to tell them that. But is it really my fault? No.
No.
It's the internet's fault.
Okay.
Easy scapegoat.
Yes.
Easy escape.
Easy scapegoat.
You once had to be lifelined off a golf course after taking a golf ball to the head.
You know, honestly, I don't remember. But if I did, that would be false.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, if I got hit in the head, it could have been serious trauma.
Right.
Wouldn't remember it at all.
I wouldn't have remembered. But that is false,
Okay.
as far as I know.
As far as you know.
I may have amnesia.
Can't even remember. An elderly man once mistook you for his grandson, hugged you, and then pushed you away after realizing you weren't his grandson.
Yeah, that happened literally 2 weeks ago. And actually 5 years ago too.
You're lying.
This happened twice now.
What?
Twice now.
Oh my.
Yeah, it was a really nice hug. Really embracing hug. I definitely felt the love. I just didn't know how to react because I mean, what are you supposed to do? Tell an old man hey, get off me, bro. Because that would probably start a problem, right? But no, he's like, oh my God, James. I'm like, I ain't him. I'm not.
You're not him?
I'm not James.
You're not him.
I'm not. So yeah, it was really awkward. The more awkward part was after he realized I wasn't his grandson and then pushed me away and said, "Get off of me." I'm like, dude, you grabbed me.
Yeah.
So yeah, that happened actually twice now in my life.
Oh,
Okay.
So
cool.
Yeah.
Okay. As a child, your parents didn't believe you were mature enough to have a pet, but after begging them, they finally bought you a plant that you pretended was a dog, and you even took it on walks around the neighborhood.
I always remember little Quetzalcoatl.
Had a name?
Yeah, it was Quetzalcoatl.
Did you ever pet it?
Absolutely, I fed it. It barked.
Bart?
Yeah,
Did you bark back?
Well, of course I bark back. What do you think I'm gonna do? Let a plant tell me what's what?
Yeah, better believe it. Lay down the law.
Exactly. No, that's actually false. It wasn't a plant. It was a shrub.
Oh, okay.
It was a little shrub. You're thinking of
Pretty big difference
with leaves. No, I was talking about a shrub.
Huge difference, right?
Yeah,
there.
huge
Yeah.
difference.
You gotta know the difference.
I mean,
Very
we can
much.
go
I
into that
think
conversation
you
about
do.
I think I do.
all types of plants and stuff. There's different types.
Yeah. I don't think we need to do that today. That's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
We can change the segment.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, now we are going to cut to our director's question brought to you by the directors in Studio A.
Hi, I'm Ethan, our technical director, and this is Maggie, our director, here for the director's question.
So, I was wondering, why did you choose to be a math teacher? Because me personally, I do not like math and I don't do very well in math, but there are people who really like it. So, that is my director's question for you.
So why did I want to be a math teacher? I was just really good at math. That's the end of the story. Also, because if you're good at something and you have maybe a shred of maybe something you want to do, it's probably a good idea to talk to someone about it. And also, if you want the longer story, which I will shorten, I'm a yapper, as you know. Longer story is, in high school I was pretty good at math, right? And being good at math meant I was able to tutor more kids. So being able to tutor more kids meant that I was able to work with them a little bit more. And then eventually, my own math teacher from calculus said, "Hey, well, you're pretty good at math. You ever thought about being a math teacher?" And I said, "Wait, that's a job?"
Oh.
So literally, my senior year, I didn't know anything I wanted to do, at all. And then just by me tutoring kids out of my own free time, they had a tutoring program, but I said, "No, why would you pay to tutor? That's ridiculous. It should be free."
Yeah.
So I did it out of my own time. I did it at the local library, all that stuff. And I eventually was like, oh, yeah, I should be a math teacher. That sounds like fun.
Right.
And then when I went to IUK, I went through one little event, over the summer. I was interested, and I was hooked because it was fun.
Yeah.
You got to just kind of do what we're doing now, but teach math.
Yeah, that seems amazing. And the fact that you found something you were passionate about, it's great.
I'm very passionate about math.
Yeah, yeah.
More passionate about the teaching aspect,
Yeah.
but passionate about math in some aspects.
Okay, now we have one more question for you. One more, and it's very, very important.
Is it from Michael Taylor?
It is not. It is actually from Maddox.
It
Oh,
is. It is.
okay.
I came
Is a
up-
hot dog a sandwich or taco?
You know, buddy.
What?
You know, Buckaroo.
What? I don't.
That's
I
a
don't
hard question to ask.
Kind of.
Neither.
It's because it's a taco.
It's a sandwich. Viewers at home, it's a sandwich. And if you say anything different, we can have a discussion about it. It's not gonna be a good discussion. Like, this is a hallway conversation.
Because I asked Maddox, I said, why don't you think it's a sandwich? Because he doesn't think it's a
No,
sandwich.
I think it's a taco.
He thinks
personally.
it's a
I
taco.
personally think it's a
So I
taco.
asked him, I said, is it because the two pieces of bread are still connected? He said yes. Then I asked,
And the
very
top-
important,
the top is
does that
also
make
open.
Subway not carry sandwiches because their bread doesn't come apart?
Okay, ready?
No, they carry tacos.
All right. This is gonna be 2 feet on the ground for this one.
Oh.
So I want you to think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sandwich, 2 pieces of bread, something between it, right?
Okay, we gotta wrap it up.
Taco, folded thing. That is getting folded, but it's bread. Different thing.
So
Different thing.
So when we had this
So
conversation,
overall,
when we had this conversation with Juan, we met in the middle and we called it a sub.
Or
Okay.
we can just call it a hot dog and call it done.
okay, that's
like
good
that.
enough for me.
No, it's a sub.
Thank
Which
you for
one?
coming on the show, Mr. Atkins.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
amazing having you.
absolutely.
You are very interesting. I apologize for everything I said before.
What? What did she say?
Well, pay me green and call me a picker because I'm done dealing with y'all. I will see you guys on the next episode with amazing topics and amazing things to talk about. See you guys next time.
I'll be back next time, too.